Okay. Hello, everyone who is now on Facebook with us live. I hope this Sunday is finding you well. And if you didn't know, if you didn't notice on all the social media that we tried our best to not spam people. We had a very cool event called EdTech Hackathon. And I'd like to tell you more about it. So make sure that you are on board with us, and let's start. First of all, my name is Alina, and today I'll be your host for today, and we will talk about EdTech Hackathon, the event that tried to make innovation in one of the coolest fields of the nowadays world. The EdTech Hackathon was created by DreamUps, a community of youngsters who want to promote and raise awareness about the tech startups and promote this idea that everyone can make it and everyone can build this cool environment of startups, and we have the mission to put Republic of Moldova on the big map of the world with a potential human resources that can create cool stuff. EdTech Hackathon was organized in partnership with Orange Systems, our general partner that support us since 2016, and also it was supported by the US Embassy that made sure that all the financial support was brought for this cool event. And in the end, we had at EdTech Hackathon more than 60 applications, and we were surprised to see how diverse was all the how diverse were all the profiles that were registered here. And it is very nice to see that there is not just a student or a teacher that is affected by this field, but there are lots of other players that want to improve this vital area. During these 4 days, we created 8 teams, and they created 8 solutions. And we will get to know them today. And all of this effort was put during 72 hours. We also had 2 trainings provided by 2 American experts, Catherine Santa Maria, and also we had that joined us from Houston, and also we were joined by Megan Michaud from Massachusetts. So we are very thankful that we had this exchange of ideas and this exchange of solutions that could be implemented in the Republic of Moldova. Also, we had one panel of discussion with lots of speakers from Republic of Moldova, players that are actually involved in the educational field. And there are lots of cool insights during that section of time. So if you have time, you can go on our Facebook page and check the event out. And also, a big part important from a hackathon is the mentor hours, because you cannot build something without receiving a feedback or knowing if you're going on the right path. So we were very delighted to have these amazing people that you are seeing on your screens right now. All of them dedicated their time for the teams that we had in Hackathon in order to build amazing stuff. And here you can see enthusiastic faces, and we are once again thankful for their dedication. What we did for 4 days, we created teams. We identified a problem that was in education. The problem was addressed through a solution. The teams started and created the all possible ways to validate their ideas. They created a mock-up, and nevertheless, today they will pitch their idea for all the people that are seeing us live, and also that are here joined in the Zoom link. we have some criteria that these teams will be judged by. One of them will be the relevance of the solution, how innovative is the idea. It is easy to be implemented if actually the idea was validated with potential customers, and how it will be pitched during today for 3 minutes. So the benefit of the hackathon, if you want to say like this, the winners will have the chance to get free participation in Accelerator, an idea stage accelerator created by DreamUps, and they'll get all the huge network of investors that we have, and also the worldwide access to the mentors that have different solutions, different ideas, different experiences, and in just 4 months they'll have the chance to build the ideas that they could build them here in the hackathon, and after that they can grow them in a bigger potential product. And also we have presence from our general partner, and you can see them here on the screen as well. And nevertheless, here is the members of the jury that will be today with us. We have Cardo Sharifi, who is the project manager at DreamUps. We have Adrian Henny with us. He is the CEO at East West Digital News, and he's also a startup mentor and investor. And also we have Răzvan Crăcinescu, who is lecturer at University of Polytechnical University from Bucharest. So what will happen next? The whole talking is done. Now we will just pitch. Each team will have 3 minutes to present, show their ideas, and after that, the members of jury can actually have this Q&A session, and it will last just 5 minutes. So for the ideas, for the teams, please make sure that you'll be in 3 minutes, because if not, I will stop you. For that, it's just go with the flow and don't be nervous. So also we have here the list of the ideas that will be pitching for today. So I will stop sharing my screen. The first one will be EduKids. And I think we have here someone from the EduKids. Sorin, you are here.
Yes,
good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We can start.
Yes.
EduKids involve parents, educated children. Meet Mary. She is John's mother, which unfortunately doesn't have enough time and doesn't know how properly to educate the child. She usually is angry on him afterwards, having the feeling of being guilty. Mary and 68% of 150 interviewed parents want to know how to motivate their children. 60% of parents want to grow up a healthy, happy, and strong child, and 40% of parents want to avoid punishments and conflicts. Our solution is a web and app platform for parenting of 15-minute daily lessons created by specialists in the field of education, medicine, psychology, and so on. Our target market are parents with children aged between 2 to 7 years old, which are over 255K family. On average, parents spend per month on education 1,000 lei in Moldova. For our business, the TAM represents all the parents in Moldova and Romanian, 1.3 million parents. The sum, parents from Moldova, 255,000. The sum, 0.2% from sum, that is 500 parents. Here you can notice our competitors, and we can make the comparison due to certain criteria such as price, duration, availability, and so on. In order to cover all the targets, we will use the following tools: Facebook SMM, Conversion, Compass, and Google Search, SEO and paid. Some of the lessons will be free for those who will help us get recommendations. Also, we plan to have collaborations with some influencers like Marina Kernaz, Katie Black. Our business model is B2C, subscription and cost per courses. Here you see a prototype of application in which are the daily homework and lessons. You can choose a course that you can pass from the following topics. For example, psychology. This course will include parent-child relationship, motivation, organization, conflict solving, communication skills, and so on. I gladly introduce you our team, which is made up of specialists in the field of psychology, pedagogy, medicine, and marketing. For the development of the platform, we need $10,000 to develop technical solutions, 50% on Android and iOS, and 50% on website. For more information, feel free to contact us. Thank you for your attention, and please ask your questions.
Congratulations, you made it on time. Very nice presentation. Now I think you can stop sharing your screen, or we can leave it for the Q&A session. So Adrian, Razvan, Cardo, if you have any questions, please, now is the moment to ask them.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
My question is not exactly to the team, but to the organizers. It's a little bit difficult for me right now to provide well-thought answers to the questions that I'm asked to answer as a jury, because there are certain things I didn't hear or didn't understand, etc. So my question is it possible that I and probably the other jury members receive the document and then later, today or tomorrow, provide their online answers to be sure that it is fully informed and fair? Because it's not comfortable just after 3 minutes to provide serious answers to the questions that are asked to the jury members.
I think Cardo can answer you, but as far as I know, there is actually a certain criteria that you received for the appreciation of the teams. So we can chat with you. Meanwhile, there are other pitchings that are going on. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Razvan, do you have any questions? Okay, Cardo?
Yeah, actually, I have a question. What is your, I didn't really get, what is your customer target? Who is your customers? Exactly, I mean, the parents, the children.
Parents with children is between 2 to 7 years old.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too.
All right, if there is not a question from Razvan, I guess we can move on to the next team, which is Trudon. So
yes, I will kindly ask the members of jury if you can to vote live, because you have just to check the questions, so it will be more faster and we have the answers till the end of the demo day. So thank you. I also send you before that, and now I also send you the forms. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the technical details. The next one is Trudon team. I saw here Alex earlier. If you can share your screen with us, that would be a pleasure. So please.
Excuse me, may I ask to be the next presenting team? We have technical issues, please.
Okay, we can
Thank you
do
very
that.
much.
The next team is Prophet. So if anyone from Prophet is here, please make sure that you can.
Yep, we're here. We're both here. It's me, Elena, and Adriana. Nice to meet you. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Now let me share my screen. One moment. I have so many things open. One moment. screen. Oh, no, sorry, this is the wrong one. Sorry.
Okay, just stop sharing your screen. Or yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, just one moment. Yep, sorry. There we go. Share. No, not the one. Sorry. One moment, please. Yep, here we go. The right one.
Okay. We still have the.
Okay. I'm gonna get my notes.
Yeah, but we don't see your presentation. It's just the PC background. I mean, we can see that you didn't start the presentation yet.
Oh, it says you're sharing. You are screen sharing at the moment.
Okay,
Live.
can you please click on your presentation or on your PDF?
Yeah.
Because we see the downloads from your computer.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Let's try again.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Let's try again. Share screen. Share. How about now?
Now we can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So ready when you are.
I am ready. So good luck.
Okay. Good afternoon. I'm thrilled to introduce your financial product. Profit, from its acronyms, means product related to organizing financial education technologies. Our mission statement underlines the vision to save more, spend smarter, and make your money go further. Our team consists of 14 people led by 3 leaders: Adriana, an accountant; Elena, business owner; and Christina, a high school student. The national surveys by OECD shows that young adults have amongst the lowest levels of financial literacy. This is reflected by the general inability to choose the right financial products and often a lack of interest in understanding sound financial advices. The Profit solution seeks to provide an app linked to a platform. The app will provide the following: budget planning, spend management, spend forecasting, saving estimation, to buy or not to buy, deal alert based on user location. The platform will be an education tool used for trainings and connecting people to best financial knowledge. So, how it works. Our users will download our app from the App Store for free. The theory features will include budget planning. In order to do this, you will assign a simple profile where you set budget milestones that you have based on 5 envelopes that will organize your income stream, as well as 5 piggy banks that would describe your spending directions. Every time you receive physical money, you will be able to go to the ATM and place this money on a digital card, where you can organize it in 5 different digital envelopes as income streams. Every time when you spend money, you will open the Profit app and digitally break the piggy bank that saves your money in 5 spending directions. The 5 income streams envelopes are official part-time jobs, house chores income stream, for example, money gifts, passive income, seasonal income stream. The 5 piggy banks that describe the spending directions are leisure activities, educational purposes, charity, gifts for family and friends, emergencies. Our solution is designed to help 3 main categories: children aged 10 to 14, students aged 15 to 19, parents and caretakers. Our direct competitors are people who provide financial advice, such as banks, or bank financial advisors, and indirect competitors as financial trainings offered. The product is unique for the Moldovan market, having recognized that there are already some free apps, paid and grossing top finance apps available at the moment. We are unique because we use an empathetic model to create a modern finance app. The business model is based on 3 core categories. Through gamifications, we seek to keep the user entertained while he makes a budget plan through its 5 envelopes and breaks his 5 piggy banks. Data analysis based on spending patterns and building a financial know-how in order to create a better informed digital community and society. The go-to-market means that the platform will be launched via an online event through social media tools with the well-known financial institutions, as well as include influencers, banks as our partners, and financial schooling. Here's an overview of our attractions and milestones. As you can see, we've put bi-weekly what we can achieve. In 6 weeks, the key elements have been identified to create the app. In 8 weeks, the partners have been identified to create the platform. In 2 days, the kickoff event will be launched. We need about 21 weeks to create the website, 26 weeks to raise the capital, 21 weeks for social media to be managed, a landing page to be created, and key elements for marketing to be created. Thank you.
Congratulations, you made it. Thank you very much for your presentation. Now we will see if any members of the jury has any questions. So,
yes, I have one.
okay, please.
This question is for the first and second startups. They say that they target the Moldovan market. Why do they say that? Is it because it's a requirement of the competition to speak only about the Moldovan market, or it is their strategy as such? They don't really plan to go global.
Helena?
I will answer like this, Adrian. We start local, we go global. We do a good job locally, then we're sure we can do an amazing job globally. But we start with baby steps, we start small, and we expand to a larger market.
I agree with you, but what you're saying is theoretically okay. But if you are saying that you don't have competitors in Moldova, I mean, online services, digital apps that do this job, perhaps it's true, okay. But in the global scene, in the global market, I am sure there are several financial apps that try to address the problem of financial illiteracy. So your competitive analysis might be okay for Moldova, but is probably very wrong if you look at that thing at the European or global level.
Adrian, I agree with you completely. You're absolutely right. Just to keep us going, I believe first we need to address locally the challenges and learn more how the market develops, and particularly be much more focused on terms of where do we want to get with this app and platform. We can't solve all problems, but we need to be very focused. And that's why starting locally for us will be very helpful, starting with baby steps, and together we can reach to a next level.
Okay, and then I have another question is how innovative is your idea? It is innovative, probably, again, considering the Moldovan market, where you don't have seemingly online competitors, digital apps. But if you look globally, do you think that your application is similar to variety of other ones that probably exist globally, or do you think there's something very innovative even compared to global markets?
I believe we are going to recreate a model that already exists, particularly by categorizing our spend. This is not something new. We create categorizations of the spend, and by assigning 5 envelopes to the user in which the income goes, 5 types of income streams that the user will have, and 5 piggy banks where this money will be saved. When he wants to spend, he breaks the piggy bank and he spends it in 5 directions. It will just give him a very good overview of what income he receives and what is going out of his pocket. I don't think it's innovative, to be honest, but at the same time, it is innovative in the slight model that deep in our subconscious as children, we all had a box where we saved money. It's just that this money jar is now becoming digital. Personally, I haven't heard of this before. I think it's slightly innovative, but in terms of categorization of the spend, I don't think so. So I'm being brutally honest, but it's a yes and a no at the same time.
Okay, thank you. Could the first team also answer the question, why do they focus only on Moldova in their presentation?
Yes, because Moldova is a country where we can test our idea first and then to expand to other countries. That's why, and it's locally, it's easy to us to implement them. That's why we choose Moldova to test our idea.
But in the competitor slide also was all about parenting. This is the program from Romania. In Moldova, it doesn't exist. So we choose to compete with Romanian too.
Thank you, Sorin and Daniela. Okay. Cardo, do you have any questions? No. Okay. Adrian, I hope they answered your assumptions and your statements. We can go next with the Trudon team. I see they already shared their screen, so please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, and we can see your screen.
Great.
Okay.
Are we ready? Okay, so let's start.
Good luck.
Hi, everyone. So have you ever felt the disengagement of students and teachers? Have you observed that our creativity is blocked because the approach in teaching is always the same and we do not develop our potential in learning? My name is Alex and I am a student who suffers from watching how the current millennial generation remains unready for the challenges of the digital era. I see professors who are the gatekeepers of education, but who struggle financially and have no desire to engage students in the studies. I truly believe that education is our fundamental right, but it remains a luxury in the third world countries. The need for education to be changed and to be distributed to the most disadvantaged categories of today's reality. I truly believe that education is our fundamental right, but it remains a luxury in the third world countries. So COVID-19 exposed the need for transition of education to online space and to distribute it to the most disadvantaged categories of today's reality. But statistics shows that 95% of students drop out from online courses. Trudon is a decentralized platform that connects students with teachers and offers a unique gamified learning experience. Trudon is an ambitious for EdTech market. It provides synergy between EdTech and crypto markets, where knowledge, accessibility, and financial liberty are the core elements of the ecosystem. Our startup is based on changing the approach of how students and mentors perceive the learning process. Trudon isn't about common education, it is about humans. Imagine a platform where users feel as a part of something valuable, something where they can develop, share, learn, and gather knowledge together. Our community will be rewarded for gathering knowledge and creating courses. The gamification system of Trudon advances motivation and excitement of participants and eliminates the disappointment that is felt when everyone is taught based on the same old model. We come with a new an innovative approach for structuring the courses in a shape of skill tree. Each skill forms a community in which mentors deliver knowledge to touch involved people with the same interests. The user is welcome in the new tree branch to start the course to meet the mentors and the community. The cells will contain structured step-by-step roadmaps for better guidance and understanding the subject. By completing the cells, students will be rewarded with skill boxes, experience, and in-app currency. We researched the EdTech market and found out that it has substantially grown due to COVID-19 and will continue growing. We have 16.1 billion investments in EdTech market by 2020, and we have 40 EdTech unicorns. And this number will only rise to 100 unicorns by 2025. And due to blockchain usage in education, we can see that market is not acclaimed yet by our potential concurrents. So also in a recent Cengage survey, nearly 3/4, which is 73% of students, said they would prefer to take some courses to be held fully online after the pandemic. We calculated the TAMSAM sum, which is Moldovan country, Romanian, and Ukraine students and mentors, which is our target market size for the first period. And this consists of 7 million students. For our business model, we use a B2C model when we are selling loot boxes, learning pass, and token farther. We are true.
Alex, can I ask you to make it
to change the experience of learning? I aspire to see how education turns students and professions in brainiacs, but not in slaves of a vicious circle in which we live now. Thank you for attention.
Okay, congratulations, you did the pitching. Now we have the space for Q&A from our members of jury. Hi.
I have a question. Who is
Yes.
going to curate the content that you are going to post? How can you check the quality of the content that is going to be or of the teaching material that you are going to have on your platform?
I didn't get the question. If not, this is my brother. He's a CTO and he's more on the technical part of it.
No, yes. Who is going to check if the quality of the courses is really high or really low?
Every course is part of a specific skill, which has a local community. This community decides. It's like a community decision if this course is good or not, by likes, by discussing it, by improving it. So the community which are experts in the domain will govern that skill, that courses. They will test them, and they will be rewarded for every benefic actions for the whole system. So it's self checking, self-approved by the local experts.
Okay. Adrian, do you have a question?
No, thank you, but I would like to receive the PowerPoint if possible.
Okay, okay. Cardo?
I'd like to see.
Yeah, Alex, Adrian asked for your presentation.
Presentation, open the presentation. Okay.
Do you have a question?
Actually, it's a following question of Razvan. You said that you have a community, but how this community is working? I mean, who is the part of this community? You are recruiting different experts of different skills, and they are how it's working? Yes, this part, skill community.
Well, it's working like a Facebook group, which where people are joining by their personal interest. They are joining this community, which is around a specific skill. For example, let's take development, software development. It has a local community, which is, I mean, virtual local community, where a person who enters first this community, he takes the roadmap, he knows what's going on, and he is guided to go to community to discuss, and he can take different courses. The community itself is the people who are in this cell. Yes, these are the mentors, people who already passed some courses. They can help others. The new students, they all discuss, they all help each other. They're all rewarded for these interactions, and they can go to the offers courses, which these mentors in this specific category, they can make their own courses by their own vision, their story, their experience, and people will choose from one of these or many, or how many we want, offer stories, and they will complete this course.
Okay, but if I want, for example, to join the community, what I have to do? You are selecting
Well, you
people,
can
right?
join as a user, or you can send us an formula by our model, which after we completing, we verify you as a mentor, and we approve you in our system as a mentor, as a creator of courses.
Okay, okay. And what is your revenue stream?
Well, for our, can I get back to revenue? As I mentioned, our revenue stream is skill tree. No, we have the learning pass model, which is a table of contents for free and premium users, which would be able to access this model for purchasing it with $10. They'll gain access to masterclass content, which would be our brand new courses. They'll be delivered once in 3 months by really cool and I don't know, advanced masterclass people. Okay, and many other content like token and NFTs would be in our learning class. And for our second revenue, we have a loot box, which is for $249. These loot boxes would contain NFTs, which would be used for customizational purposes of our in-app mascot, which we didn't mention because it was
also you put here 70K of users. It's per, in what period do you want to achieve this number? 1 year, 2 years?
Yes, as you can see, if the user buys the loot box 1 per month, get back to a slide, it doesn't know. If 1% of users buy the loot box, that will be a revenue of 174.
Yeah, this I understand, but how you'll get 70,000 users? It's for what period?
Oh,
in total, or for next year, or when?
Yeah, we plan it to be with can you get quarter roadmap, quarter 2, I guess, quarter the first users. I guess.
Let's round up here the Q&A session. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you very much for your input and for the questions from Razvan, Adrian, and Cardo. Next on the list, we have Imud. So please get ready. Alex, I'd like you to stop sharing your screen in order for the next participant to share their screen. Alex?
And Alex went away.
Okay. Thank you. Lavinia, you are here.
Okay, just give me 2 seconds and I will share my screen. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. I'll just start my presentation. Here is our team. Its name is Imud, and our motto is love yourself first. And it's for the teachers because I will start with an example with my grandma, and she always puts the student first. And she is a teacher at the university, and she forgives about herself and her well-being state. And we created a solution for that. Imud is an app that allows the manager to monitor the well-being of the teachers. Teachers will log their daily mood and complete weekly tests, which will reflect their emotional state. So in the end, the manager will have a clear statistic about the emotional problems the teacher are facing and on which aspects they will have to work within the university. And we even talked today to the main manager of the University of Medicine in Moldova, and she approved the need of such an app. So here is a mock-up about how is gonna this profile look like, and these quizzes are gonna be anonymous, so that if the teachers are afraid to show their emotions, they can do it here. And also, if their mood is too low, they will be provided with free consultations to a psychologist. Our roadmap. So for the stage 1, we're gonna do the MVP here in Moldova, and then we're gonna scale our business with the universities from Europe, and they're gonna pay for our services. So our main market, as I said, the university will pay us. So they will pay for the teacher around 50 euro monthly. So an income per year is gonna be 135,000 of euro. And our competitions are just basing on feedback, but not on solutions how can support the psychological state of the teachers. And our secret sauce is the mental health support. And as companies like Facebook have already implemented mental health support from their employees, it's time for innovation in education in this regard. And at the first stage, we're gonna use Android Studio and JavaScript to create the app because they are free. And our team is formed from Lavinia, me, Viorica, Rafael, Dana, and here you can see what they are doing. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lavinia. So now it's the space for the members of jury to ask the questions. But like, I think I can be the one. You didn't mention at the beginning if the solution that you brought, what is the what it is? It is an app. It is a platform.
I told you, it's an app.
It's an app. Okay. All right. So if any of you has any questions, we can move forward or we can answer them now. So please.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
May I?
Yeah, please.
Why did you choose to apply this mood analysis and support system to education? You mentioned that Facebook has one, but you can apply to education or to anything in the world. Why did you choose education?
I chose education because I see here the biggest gap, because education means like to make someone understand what they should do, and that's a really hard work, especially for teachers, because they are dealing with students that aren't always respectful, and they are just getting so mad because of it, because they think they are the problem when they actually should provide them with knowledges.
And please do go ahead.
Okay,
No, I had a follow-up question. Did you speak with any university? So are universities
Yes,
are universities ready to pay extra for their
as I mentioned sorry,
I don't know how it's in Moldova, but in Romania, so I work in a university, so I'm positive that my university won't give 50 euros or 5 euros for me extra than the salary that I get every month. So that's my question. And also I work in Denmark in university also. I think they just gave me the salary with some benefits in the salary, and that was all. So that's my question. How do you know that university will pay extra for your app for the teachers too?
So as we started the budget of the schools of the universities from not the Eastern Europe, but the real like the countries like what are more developed, and they do have this budget, and we want to scale there so that we can make some money and have an income to provide the kind of the countries that can't afford to pay that to have that services for free.
What did you say? We will have it for free?
We want to start to scale and to scale in countries that are already developed and have the budget to pay us. And then we are gonna, because we're gonna have enough money, we are gonna give free the app for free for the countries that can't afford it. Because we want to really improve the educational system.
In your presentation, you mentioned psychological support and plenty of things, but you just tell me if I got it wrong. You didn't explain what you're going to do. Functionally, technically, you're saying we're going to do some support, but perhaps I missed something, but I didn't see it. What are you going to? How are you going to make this psychological support? And what is the source of your expertise to build such a support, mood or psychological support for teachers in various countries, in various cultures? This requires a very big amount of psychological expertise, of understanding different cultures, of knowing the situation in the higher education system in different countries, which might differ very strongly. So for me, I didn't see the beginning of the fact that you would have studied that and prepared this in sufficient detail. Is it true? Because it's too early in the project, or you did something but didn't show it?
We have done some researches, but this information wasn't that easy to find. So what we found is we put in here, but as I mentioned before, although the prices and stuff like that are calculated for the states that can afford to pay for that, like for universities really developed.
I think we can finish here the Q&A session because we fit in the 5 minutes time. So thank you, Lavinia, for your pitching, and thank you, Adrian, and Rezvan for your inputs. Our next idea and our next pitching is going to be Play Edu. So I would ask you to show your screen and impress us.
Hello, my name is Aina. Okay. So let's start. Nice to meet you all. I will present our idea, Play Edu, and want to start with the question, what does a game mean for you? For me, for example, a game means the possibility to make mistakes without real damage in real life. We taking into consideration my feedback of a trainer and our events which we organized using board games. We assumed that the professional orientation lack for our teenagers in Moldova can be solved by our idea. So we observed a lack of the programs in this subject, in this sphere, a growing frustration of the youngsters, and we want them to know many new areas and new professions, not only those classics. We want them to understand how the important are competencies in future life, and also to be motivated to learn more. And we will we give the solution with gamification through the role play. If you know D&D or role-playing games, so this is our games which allow players to create their characters and to tell what and how they are dealing with different situations. And D&D is, we know that at least 10 examples in the world of teachers who use D&D in educational and learning processes. And we create an app which will help the offline sessions of D&D playing, during which participants will try a successful life, having a specific job and appropriate set of competencies. So we will have a game master and five players, and also a separate app which will help to identify the profession, to select the competencies, and to understand so what are they doing on the map, in the situations of the future life. And also all these will take place in offline, and after the game, every participant will gain the set of the competencies, which includes knowledge, attitudes, and skill level, which they develop through the game. For the testing, we launched the landing website and questionnaire for parents, and we saw that about 60% of people who were asked by us, they will use the format of training through the game for their children. And also we want to come to our target audience through the partnerships, through the SMM, through online webinars for free, and also demo versions in schools. We will also have the partnership with youth centers, and we'll sell a franchise when it will be created a lot of scenarios. And we have a passion for games and for learning, and that's why this idea has been developed, and we trust in it. So I think the next year you will hear about a new type of professional orientation programs through the games. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alina. It was very nice to see it. I think now it's the time for Q&A. So Carlo, Razvan, Adrian, if you have any questions, please go on.
I have one. So I just want to make sure that I understand correctly. Can you explain please one more time what is the online part of the application and when it happens offline? So I didn't get the connection between these two.
The whole game will be in offline. There will be a game master who will create the scenario. But the online app will help participants to see their profile, to set the competencies, the skills, and also to observe how these competencies are like becoming better or becoming worse. So the online app will be mostly for participants to have this digital edition, and also to see a very beautiful maps, which will be created with the elements of designing, taking into consideration the trends of the future. So this app will be like addition to the offline session.
Okay, so they have to pay for that? You said that your target is parents?
Yes, of course, to participate during this session, they will pay for it. And also this will be the selling point for those who are interested in future trainings after this gamification session. So this will not be only the one thing that they can go through, but also they can they can participate in further training course after this session of the game.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You mentioned gamification. Your gamification algorithm is validated somehow? Did you validate, or you're not in that stage yet?
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
So your gamification algorithm, because you have to have an algorithm behind the gamification part. Did you validate it so far, this algorithm, that it's working, that people are pleased to go from one level to another, that they are pleased or they are engaged, or do you have this kind of mechanism?
So for now, we haven't managed to make like the testing of the game, but we made the survey for the parents. They are very like okay to pay for the gamified educational sessions, but also we want to create maybe in future a separate app to remain them implicated after the game. So to have the possibility, for example, to observe, to monitor their skills, to put, for example, the targets for the month, for the week, I don't know. So somehow to take this style of the gamified system and to use the app out of our session. So if I understood correctly your question, so this will be an idea to continue this gamified style.
Thanks.
All right. I think we fit in the 5 minutes of Q&A session. Thank you very much. And our next idea that will be pitched, it's by School Schedule Generator. So, Greg, if you are ready, you can share with us your presentation.
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay. The next one will be Rate Your Toilet, and Dufli will be the last one. So please prepare your presentations. Okay. Green disappeared. Green appeared. All right. Grigore? If you have some problems, we can go to the next team, and after that we can come back to you. Just let us know. Okay, let's go to the next idea, and after that we'll come back to Grigore, okay? So, Yulia, I see you here.
Yes, hello, I'm here. Hello, everybody. So, my name is Yulia. I'm a civic activist in education field, and I am a mother. I'm pleased to present you an innovative idea that will improve for sure life of 1,000 people. The application Rate Your Toilet, the only place for school toilet reviews and ratings. Oops, sorry. Why Rate Your Toilet application? The lack of decent hygiene in the school toilet is a chronic problem of the educational system in Moldova. It is very important to mention, but we cannot talk about the digitalization of education, interactive whiteboards, and innovation in school in education without elementary hygiene in school toilets. So, as everybody knows, dirty schools toilets are a hidden issue in the Republic of Moldova, impacting well-being and school attendance. So it's a shame, but in 2021, we have hundreds of schools that use external toilets. Usually these toilets are without toilet paper, without soap, do not provide privacy. It is very important to mention that these toilets are accessible to any stranger, no lighting, no heating, and I continue a very big list. Even the problem is known, people do not have a platform to announce the problem. As a result, the authorities do not provide enough budget to solve this problem. So what do you think about an application that would rate the school toilet? Honestly, that people can ask authorities to find solutions. What is so special about this application? It will be very easy to be used. So it will offer a real-time feedback from people. The main idea is that application enables hygiene conscious users to review washrooms, toilet facilities in schools. Also, the petition would contain template of the application would contain templates of petition to the public authorities to ask them to come with a solution to this problem. And maybe if this application would determine donors, government, and local public authorities to allocate money. Also, I would add here the importance of press. Maybe press and media will look to these results, and the problem will be mentioned in news, in school papers, and so on. So the main idea is to bring the problem up to the public agenda. The most important is that the platform supports and promotes the right of children to education and hygiene in schools. It's a feedback platform for public authorities to ensure hygiene in schools in accordance with World Health Organization recommendation. So, yes.
You should try to make it shorter because you're
okay. So the application, people will have access to application. They will ask different questions. They will upload photos and they will make it problem. So the target is huge. We have approximate 300,000 people, about 1,200 schools, and the target are public authorities that should resolve the problem, and donors, and simply who cares about the child health. There are no competitors in Moldova for this application. We believe that state institutions, school managers, and donors will not become partners. Will become partners, not competitors here. So why this application is so special? We are sure that it will go viral. It will go viral among people and parents. It will provide real statistics and feedback for public authorities and school management to take action. This application will be a kind of voice of the youth to a speechless problem. The application will contain an interactive map with all schools in Moldova. For example, if the school is okay, his toilet is okay, it will receive a kind of green light, and if the school has a problem with the hygiene, it will be colored in red. So it is not about a business, it is more about public authorities to resolve this problem. Maybe this problem this application will make international donors to give grants and people to donate for this problem. But the main target is Ministry of Education from Moldova and public authorities. So we will go.
We should wrap it up, okay?
Just very fast, our team, we are 2 mothers, who cares, and we are inviting about to our teams. We know how this would look. We need team members, and we need the investment of a platform. I don't think it's such a huge amount of money. It would be about 2,000 or 3,000 euro for promotion and for the platform itself. So thank you for your attention. So Rate Your Toilet, the only place for school toilet to review and ratings. Thank you.
Thank you, Yulia, for a very specific and roughly presentation. So the session of Q&A now will start now. If any of the members of the jury can ask the questions. If we don't have any, we can, okay, Razvan.
I don't have a question, but I just want to say that I like the idea because also in my university there are some toilets that are are not nice, to put it like this, and it will be nice to rate them.
Thank you, Razvan. Welcome to our team.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Edwin.
I have a question, but first I would like to make one remark. I found your project a little bit funny until one sentence. It will go viral. People will use it, and I'm ready to believe that. And that could create a pressure on the government or on the school management to do something because it will be viral. I'm not sure that you will succeed to attract all the media attention or the attention, but it might go viral and be a kind of pressure. My question is the following. Why do you apply this technology, if you build one, only to schools? Why don't you apply it generally to any public place, either from the state sector, like school, universities, hospitals, or anything, or even perhaps to the private sector, restaurant, etc., hotels, etc. And if you did that, you would have much more impact probably. And perhaps you would have a larger business model than just asking the government to give you this money. You could make a real business project.
Thank you for your feedback, Andrew. Indeed, this application can be universal. Everywhere is a public toilet. This application would be welcome. And okay, I will think about going global. And maybe, yes, for public hospital.
Because
if
you have the
I
technology.
Here, I will develop this idea further. I'm sorry.
Adrian?
Yes. It's a pity. Think your project much wider. School, you start perhaps with school as the first step, but then it could be. You see.
I was thinking to. What about schools to not about the problem of hygiene, but to be a kind of rating of a school that come from people's and to add the feedback about not only the toilet, but about teachers, about conditions, about the culture of and everything what is happening there inside. Maybe it's a kind of nu știu cum să spun, pe care să scrii public și îți spui părerea. Mama media, cum se numește?
Community?
Da, ceva cum o comunitate online.
Yeah, Yulia is saying that it can be an online community, and this is how it can improve and make it like grower the potential of the app. Okay. So if Adrian doesn't have any questions, Cardo, do you have any questions? No? Okay. Thank you, Yulia, and thank you for everyone involved in the small dialogue that we had here. We'll go next with Dolphy, and after that it will be school schedule generator.
Okay, give me please 1 second to share my screen.
Okay.
Yeah, do you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, thank you. So please let me present our project, which is the development of software simulators for business students. And first of all, may I ask one question? Well, do you think that the graduates, fresh graduates from business and management programs provided by Moldovan universities have enough skills and knowledge to run real-world companies? as an investor, will you trust your company to fresh graduate, even from the best Moldovan business school? I really don't want to like be very much like insistent saying yes or no, but from the observations of Moldovan management and from the observations of many researchers, too many graduates actually they have a gap in applying the knowledge, theoretical knowledge, to the real world. They have no skill to solve real world business problem. So they have no skills in decision making. So when they face in the companies they are employed the need to do something, they often fail. And this is because the system of education is built on the traditional lectures, on the traditional questioning and answers, and it is not effective. We see this as a problem, and as a solution, we believe that we can build a software. We are building software which simulates market environment and allows the companies or teams of the students run their virtual companies and analyze market information, analyze internal reports, which are looking the same way as they will see in the real world, and take the decision, seeing the impact of these decisions on their virtual companies. Actually, the students really have no chance to practice because companies are not testing ground, but they can do this in the virtual environment. What else we can say? I can explain how it works. The system assumes competition. Students form the teams and they compete in between. This is not like Aikido when you just train for fun or for yourself. And it is not a boxing. The competition is not fierce. It is something like a swimming. You have your line and you compete with the others who has also their lines. Our market is first of all Moldova. And we have like 5 largest universities and we have over 3,000 enrollees for business studies per annum. But we also believe that Romania and Ukraine is our market as well. Actually, why? Or just a couple of words about our competitive advantage. The simulations are not really new. They are widely used in Europe and America by every university, but in Eastern Europe, only top schools do this because Western solutions are not affordable and there are no local solutions, almost no local solutions. We would like to offer the price or solution, the cost, which will be like affordable for mass education market. So that the schools from Moldova, from like not Bucharest and Kiev, but for example, Brasov from Chernouts in Ukraine can afford teaching their students in a simulating in a virtual environment. But the price is not only advantage we would like to offer the market. This is good for entry. We would like to have 2 more strengths. First of all, this is engine, mathematical agent, which will be based on artificial intelligence, and it will make the reality or virtual reality more looking like the real one. So it will be more sophisticated because many simulators, they have standard patterns and they're pretty boring. When you understand how it works, it doesn't take you a lot of efforts or thinking to play and to win. And the second is that today the simulations are focusing more on marketing strategy, and we want to expand this line. We would like to add like processing of big data, like digital marketing. We also would like to add data science, so to provide the students a variety of simulators to teach different subjects.
Sergey, I'd like you to go to an end, okay?
Where we are here now. We did already product prototype, it works. We did first simulation, it works. We are in COVID era and we expect that it will end. So we have an agreement with ASEM, with Belz University, to launch the testing when they are back in the classrooms. This is the screen, how it works. And that's all for the moment. Ready for questions, if any. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Adrian?
Yes, thank you very much. I have a question about the geography. You said firstly that you are targeting Moldova, Ukraine, and Romania. And then in another page, you mentioned global expansion. So how to understand your final coverage?
We believe that there is an empty market in the Eastern Europe, and this is a chance for us to make a foothold entry, to generate fast sales and to build the product, to have financing out of revenues, not from the investors. But then we believe that we can provide a solution which will be more advanced, more sophisticated, more exciting than many current solutions used by the universities in Europe and in the US. So we would like to expand, to just introduce these on the European market and to go globally.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Razvan, if you do have any questions, please.
Oh, no questions, thanks.
Okay, Cardo?
Yeah, I have a question. Thank you for the presentation. You mentioned that there is actually that kind of solutions, and in Eastern Europe are empty market, but there are in other countries these kind of solutions. What they will stop the universities from Eastern Europe or Europe to bring the solutions from, I mean, from, for example, from America, to bring in there and use that solution, but not your?
A very good question, actually. First of all, the price, and the second is localization. Actually, the state-of-the-art solutions provided by the American companies or European companies, they are not looking at the small market like Moldova, for example, where you should localize in Romanian language, or to Ukraine, where you should localize in Ukrainian language. Therefore, they just ignore these markets. The second reason is the price. For the universities, it is pretty expensive to pay 10,000, for example, dollars per year for this solution, because there's very sophisticated model of costs. You should buy a license for the official trainer who can run this simulation. You buy the license for the server and for every student. So it is pretty expensive. They skip this. Therefore, this is an empty niche. And today, I know that, for example, top schools in Kyiv, I believe this is in Bucharest, in Moscow, for example, as well, they use these. But regional universities, they provide the business classes for maybe 80% of business students. They generally miss it. In Moldova, for example, no school uses simulations.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Sergey, for your presentation. Good luck. And we have the next one, the last but not the least, Grigore. He will do the pitch for the school schedule generator, if I got it right with the name. So please, if you can share your screen with us, that would be wonderful. All right, we can see it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, 1 second. It's online schedule generator, which will create. And problem, it's a lot of manual work in schools in the Republic of Moldova. Yeah, and solution, platform for schedule generation and visualization of result of this process. Yeah, how it works. Manual work takes up to 1 week of elaboration and schedule, and then 2 weeks of correcting mistakes. But our solution automation, it's 30 minutes for input, or maybe less, depends on algorithm, and yeah, and 5 minutes for generation schedule daily or different use. Yeah, market side, it's 56 schools from Moldova for next time. Yeah, and students, a lot of students per year. Yeah. Next, local competitions, it's StudyMD, and internationals, it's a lot of companies. One of these, it's Docendo, yeah, I think, and next, our functionality is push notification for students in platforms like Telegram or in our yeah, and ability to change quickly schedule if a teacher is sick, flex blocks for help lessons, detect available teacher in a certain time slot, and for future when we have a lot of data, we'll buy data for another develops to create another clients for this. Yeah, and it's a web platform, and yeah, and the mobile application, minimum mobile application for students to get push notifications when some data changed. Business model, it's private school plans, future updates, integrate the ads, donation contributions, premium plans, grants, API for developers. How I mentioned, yeah. Go to market, B2B partnership, education, relation with ministers, yeah, different events. Progress line of our project, it's idea, this hackathon, and the research, and fix mistakes which we detect while create a mock-up in this presentation. And next steps, it's implementation, test, and release to some schools to test this. And yeah, next it's about our software solutions. It's a web platform, admin platform for administration of school, or for I don't know, for professors, and the application for mobile, and yeah. Our team, it's Doina, teacher, I'm me, and Julian Turkan, software developer. And thanks for attention. If you have
Thank you very much, Grigora. It was very nice and I'm happy that you in the end could share with us your screen. So now it's the moment of Q&A. So if any of the members of the jury has questions, I see Adrian first. Adrian, please.
Yes, I have a question. So perhaps I missed something, but what is the difference? Is there any strong difference with an existing solution like Docendo, for example?
Okay.
Which you mentioned in your presentation.
Okay. We don't have contact with our government and education institutes, and the data of this schedules don't store on our in internal of Moldova, I mean, and not centralized to create some I don't know, automation for on Moldova level. I mean, yeah.
So you don't have any competitor in Moldova, but you don't have a huge difference functionally, for example, with Docendo. You don't aim to do something very different. You don't position yourself as a different product or a strong innovation compared with Docendo. Hello?
No.
We didn't hear you well, Adrian. Can you please repeat?
Yes. So I understand that you apply this solution to Moldova and perhaps other countries of the region, but you are not saying that you have a strong differentiation from the global solutions. for example, docent. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Grigore, can you come with more with an answer? Or so Adrian said that you don't have a bigger a secret sauce, let's say, or something that will make you different from your global competitors. Do you have it? Because in the presentation you didn't mention.
I don't understand. Can you please in Romanian to
Okay, what makes your product different from your global competitors?
Okay. We will have data centralized in on our servers, and we will process this data, and we will make these products better when on local. I mean, for all schools. Yeah.
I hope, Adrian, that Igor answered your question.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Cardo, Razvan.
No question from my side.
Okay. So, Carlo, do you have any questions? Okay. Thank you, Grigore. You can stop sharing your screen. So, congratulations. Now all of you finished the pitching of your ideas. So everyone in the end will be a winner, but now it will take a short time for our members of the jury to discuss what are the results. And I would like to ask all of you to stay here in the call until we will find the results. Until then, I want to share with you a small update that we had. If you remember when we started.
I'm sorry, Elena. Sorry, yeah. Just 1 second. Adrian and Razvan, I send you here in the chat private link. We will connect there to discuss the results. So please check it.
Okay.
And we will come back. Okay.
Please, we will wait for you. So here are the eight teams, the brave ones, the brave enthusiasts that dedicated their full weekend to solve issues that are affecting our society, and they came up with what they could the best do in a short amount of time. So congratulations once again to all of you. If you remember, we had a contest at the beginning of our hackathon, and we encouraged you to use specific hashtags in order for you to showcase your experience with your audience, with your friends, with your followers. And you had to use specific tags and hashtags, and we are very happy to see you active on social media. And here are some let's say excerpts of what we saw that you did, and we are very thankful to that. And we have actually a winner, because it was a contest from the beginning, from the start, and it is Adina Cosma, and we would like to congratulate her. And after the finishing of the hackathon, you will receive the present that was a power bank provided from our general partner. Until then, I would like you to come along and turn on your cameras, and now it will be space of sharing of the experience, because I assume that some of you are here for the first time, and some of you are here for the second or the third time, and as hackathons are actually events that are meant to be offline. Because of COVID-19, we had to go them and move them to the online, obvious things. So I'd really like to hear your opinions and your experience, how it was to be in a hackathon with people that you didn't know. Lots of participants that came here actually joined an idea or joined a team. And that's a very, how to say, challenging thing for those who are not necessarily ready with this kind of environment or experiences. So I'll really ask you to turn on your cameras and come and talk to us and tell us how do you feel, because in the end, like, all of you are winners and you have the chance to develop your ideas, even though you will not have a specific, let's say, place in the end at this hackathon. So if anyone wants to break the ice and share with you your feelings, we will be grateful. Ayuna, I saw you're here. Yeah.
Okay, good. Actually, as I said in discussion with you today, I was very surprised that we had from the very beginning 40 participants. And I'm thankful for all of the people here, because you are passionate, or okay, maybe it matters for you what will be with the situation on the education in Moldova. For me, for example, is this is like one of the most important targets in life, to make something with the learning, with the educational system in Moldova. But okay, this was the first experience to participate in such event. I run into this mostly for to know and to feel how it is in like from the inside, because I want to organize such events. And okay, but this point is not as important for me now as it was from the beginning. So I'm very thankful, and yeah, it is a very active and adrenalistic experience for me.
We are very glad to hear that, because, you know, usually the biggest fear that you have when you enroll in a hackathon, like is that even possible? Because you had certain tasks to perform, you had to validate your idea, to actually find those potential customers and talk to them and find out if they are ready to pay for that, what will be the perfect fit of the money that they would be ready to pay for what you are developing. So genuinely, I'm very proud of all of you, and I'm happy that you survived all these 4 days, even though it seemed to be impossible at the beginning, but later on it is such a joyful moment for you, and I'm pretty sure you'll be proud afterwards with the results. Sergey, is it your first experience to be in an EdTech hackathon, or have you participated before in such kind of events?
Actually, this is my first experience to be a participant, a team, pitching and actually competing for being a part of acceleration program. I was before a tracker and a mentor in different hackathons, and this is different experience. So the lessons learned, you should really be prepared for pitching, because when you do everything a little bit, expecting that your experience allow you to pitch effectively without previous training, you will probably be out of the time.
So yeah, I hope everyone here learned something useful for themselves, and that's one of the biggest achievements, I guess, that you can get from all of these experiences. So we are very happy that you were involved, and you actually was part of two-person team, and that's very impressive as well, that you could delegate the tasks and do all the things together. So congratulations to you once again.
Thank you, Elena.
Yeah, and let's hope that you will be in touch with other things that we will provide with the opportunities here at DreamUps. Elena, as we mentioned before, the beginning of the whole event, before we were doing here the checkups, you said that some of your friends were actually surprised that you were dedicated and you had to work on your free time here. So how did you explain to them? Why did you do this?
Actually, I didn't explain. I just went for it, to be honest. I had no expectations whatsoever. It was a it's actually so amazing to hear that there's so many good ideas out here in Moldova. And although we start in a small market here in Moldova, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get at least a couple of them on a global scale. I really loved listening to all the ideas. Thank you so much, colleagues, for your creativity and pitching your ideas. I personally, I just went for it. I really wanted to be part of the experience and I wanted to learn more. It's a pleasure to be here. I learned a lot. I made a friend. I think I did. Adriana has been very, very nice.
We're happy to see that. Okay.
Yeah. It's been really cool and awesome. And thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay, we're glad to hear that. I wanted to ask you one more question. Wasn't that for you? I don't know, when you heard that it would be online, what were your feelings? How did you feel about that? Because somehow we have this feeling that everything now it's kind of has this mix of hybrid style. Like some of the people are in the offline, online. How did you feel about the whole experience?
To be honest, I think it's the future of how we're going to work. There are going to be much more online trainings, hackathons, and events. It's actually pretty helpful. I had a blast working with Adriana online. We had some technical issues, but we managed to go through. We didn't give up on each other, and that's really great teamwork. And I encourage online events, to be honest, because it's just so much easier in terms of resources that you need to apply, and you can make more hackathons and more events like this than just a normal, typical, traditional event that you would be enclosed in one place. You can go international. It opens up doors for you, and I strongly advocate for online events.
Very cool to hear that, actually. We are happy to hear that, and we hope that you'll be part of our future programs that we are organizing here at DreamUps. So let's keep in touch. And also, we are very happy to have all the people here registered at Hackathon. And as you saw at the beginning of the event, we had people from different areas, and that is, again, a very happy thing to see that not only students and teachers, somehow we have this barrier in our mind that they are those who are affected by this, but actually there are more people that are involved in the whole process. Also here at the hackathon, we had a student that did the whole presentation and all the pitch, and she started from the bottom, and she told me that she really wanted to be the winner of this challenge. Lavinia, I'd like to ask you and to share with us your experience here, because you had and I think you had a kind of a challenge when you participated in a pre-accelerator, but the hackathon, it's a different thing. So was the whole experience up to your expectations?
I don't know what to say, because I don't really have expectations from anyone than anything, but
okay.
It was kind of difficult, because it's the first time I'm in such a project, and like It was actually, even if it was kind of difficult, it was so nice because I was able to make new friends, to discover new people with a lot to say, and mentors that helped me to reach my goal. And I know that the idea we developed in this hackathon is really able to help. So even if we don't win, there are a lot of programs where we can apply with this idea, and we can make it real.
How did you manage? Because you said during your presentation, during your pitch, you said that you made the contacts and also you had prepared your mock-up for today. How did you manage in such a small, short amount of time to have everything prepared and also have the contacts from someone from a university while you are just a 16-year-old girl?
I don't know, for real. It's just the secret of the team. Like if we didn't manage to do all this work together, maybe we haven't managed to finish it.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. Also, I have maybe another thing that I would like to address. While you are here in the hackathon, some of you had this chance to interact with mentors. Lots of them were from different fields. And what was your favorite, I guess, mentor or advice that you received during all these 4 days? Because you had the chance to interact also with the American speakers. Also, we had local entrepreneurs that are based in different countries of the world, but always ready to come and give back to the community here in the Republic of Moldova. So if you can maybe name a person that came up with something brilliant and probably will mark your experience in this hackathon as well. I think now you're all starting to remember the names and who are those people. If Aina or Elena, you can tell us.
Yes, for example, for me, it was very useful to have discussions with Michelle and Roman. For example, with Michelle, I'm waiting to meet her in real life because we have something very similar in our activities. And this was like our first in-person meeting. And yeah, this was amazing. And also the final one was the meeting with Roman, and it was somehow our idea was complete, and we received very good, I would say not good, but useful feedback from him. And yeah, I think mentors and all types of coaches in these programs are the main point for participants. That's why thank you for this.
Cool. Elena, what was your I guess favorite mentor that you have interacted? You said that you were not during the first 2 days, but after that I hope you participated to some mentor hours.
Yes, I managed to. I actually, guys, I have a small baby. He's 1.
Okay.
In between work and stuff, I had to make sure my son is okay. So he's a priority to me. But yes, I managed to get 2 mentorship. One was with Roman and one was with Dana Muntan, and they were both really, really nice. I wanted to share my screen and yeah, and show you something that was left from Roman. I might be able to do that. I wonder. I'm not very familiar. I usually use Google Meets and stuff like that, but I don't use Zoom much. But maybe I'll drop it in the chat. It'll be easier.
Okay. You can do that.
Yeah, let's do that. I actually recorded the meeting with Roman. I recorded it because she is an amazing person. He's really busy and he is so good at giving directions. I just wanted to show you what he was so quick to jump in and draw our whole meeting. And it was awesome, to be honest. The man is just brilliant, to be honest. And Dana as well. Dana asked me if I was from tech. And I was like, oh, that's a nice compliment, coming that she's working for Facebook.
Okay.
I said no, and it's the truth. But it was, you know, given that she's such a high-profile worker, it was amazing to get to know her, and she was also very helpful. So I'm really grateful for both of them. Thank you so much for the introduction and the possibility, the opportunity to speak to such high-caliber people.
Very nice to hear that. Also there was Lavinia here, I saw. She interacted, I think, with lots, like also she had the chance to interact with some experts from US. What was your experience to talk to Megan and Catherine? I don't know if you had with both of them, so if you can make it clear now.
I've talked to Megan, I'm sorry, and that was actually so nice because she told me how the education in US is working, and she really supported my idea in all the aspects, and helped me a lot with the presentation. And if for real, I didn't manage to have the whole concept until I talked with her. Like she kind of made it more clear for me and for her, and helped us a lot.
You said when you started your initial idea that it was for you because later on you moved it to the teachers, like your whole problem. But at the beginning, what was the thing that triggered you to pick such a complicated topic for your for a startup, for your idea that you're actually developing?
Actually, at the first, that was about a platform that would help the teachers to understand the students better and the students to understand the teachers. Then Victoria, me and Victoria made a team, and we thought that we are just showing the problem, we are not solving that. So we started with courses, like to be a platform with what tracks the mood and also gives courses to the problems what are identified. And then we had some mentor sessions, and we realized that we are just trying to do too much, and we should just go for the most scalable idea. And as we thought that a tracker is more easier to scale than a lot of courses, we chose the tracker one and developed that idea. And also the mentors also helped us a lot in our way to this concept.
Nice. So if you interacted with the American mentors, but from the local ones, who was the one that probably I don't know, impressed you the most, I guess?
I can relate to one that impressed me the most. Like they all were so like, damn, they're really good, and they all helped us like a lot. And from a lot, I mean really a lot.
Okay, so what do you think is your favorite, maybe memorable piece of advice that you received from any mentor? It was very nice to see how you had, I don't know, I think it was for specifically for your team, it was very funny to see that you had a mentor session, for example, for 2 hours, and then you had to work a little bit, and after that you have a different mentor session with another person, and I have this feeling that you all the time had to change everything. So
yes, we did. We even have done the mock-up for the second idea, and then we this morning we should have like to change it, and I changed it in like a couple of 3 hours, and that was kind of crazy work because there wasn't a lot of time to do that. So a piece of advice, I don't know, there were too many advices, like really a bunch. I've written like maybe 2 pages or more.
Okay.
Like
that's a lot.
One.
Okay, but again, like, what was your favorite one? I will not let you until you leave me with my answer that I expect.
Okay, let me revise all of these 4 pages, and I will come up with my favorite one. Like too many.
Okay. We have here in the call also the Trudon team, who were actually developing their idea for a long time, and I wanted to ask Dan or Alex if they can be with us now and tell their experience to be in a hackathon with other people that they joined them. I know that initially the team was formed by Dan and Alex, and after that Sandu, Denise and Vladimir joined the team. It was a very strongly male team. So if Sandu is here and if you want to share with us your experience, that will be very, very cool. Or Dan. So I ask you to turn on your cameras and come and tell us your stories. If not, okay. Probably they are very secretive with their stories. Still, we don't have any message from the members of the jury. So I guess I see here a logo of DreamOps that is logging in. Cool. So I guess now we should be prepared for the results, and I will just ask all of you to make sure that you are ready for the excitement to handle it. I've seen who is the first place, but I'll not tell you until all the people will be noticed.
Alina, just wait a second. I have to change it in the slide, so don't make it wrong.
I'm trying to do the teaser now, okay? So take your time. And after that, we have the second place, and also we have the third place. And I can just make again like the disclaimer or what was the winning point of the hackathon. All of the winners from the EdTech hackathon will have a free participation access in the accelerator. It's an accelerator for idea stage startups that actually is 4 months, and usually it has tax for you. But if you win the hackathon here, you have the chance to go there and write your startup in a small amount of time. So, and also the winners will get the chance to have some presents from our general partner, which is Orange Systems. And I will see if it's ready. So, Cardo, are we ready to go?
Yeah, but just make sure that you do the refresh of the presentation.
Okay, the heavenly refresh is done. Okay. Okay. So I am ready to share with you the results. I don't hear any drum rolls, please. Excitement, yay.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, Adrian, before we are going to the winners, do you want to share with us your thoughts, how it was to be here? I guess we can go to the announcement. Okay, tell me if you see my screen. Do you see my screen?
We didn't, now we don't.
Okay. So
and now we do.
Do you see now? All right.
Yeah, yes.
So the result and the announcement. The third place will go to, I don't know, we need really some drum rolls here. The third place will go to Greater Toilet. Congratulations to the team.
Thank you.
Yay! So we have to be prepared for this kind of celebration. Congratulations for your place. The second one, I'll just try to do this. Drum rolls. Okay, the second one, the second place in EdTech Hackathon will be the next team, that is Play Edu. So congratulations. You made it, and we are very happy that you actually had this courage to participate, and you are here. And the teaser, the big one, I'll do again the drum rolls. Okay, so I'll make it a little bit longer because it's actually the first place. The first place of EdTech Hackathon, it is Dolphy. So congratulations to you. Congratulations, Sergey and Christian. It was very happy to see all of your ideas and all of the effort that you put to make it up here. So as I mentioned, you'll have the chance to participate in Accelerator, all of the 3 winning teams, and also you will have the presence from our general partner, which is Orange Systems. And afterwards, after the finishing of the hackathon, the organizing team will get in contact with you, and we will discuss all the logistical things, how you receive these presents to you. I would like to give a huge shout out to DreamUp team, people who you do see here. Ricardo, Milena, Krina, Mihai, Aliona, and me, the host for you for all this event. And nevertheless, we would like you to encourage to be close to us and watch all the opportunities that we are bringing to you, and follow us on all the social media with the name DreamUps. And also you can find us on LinkedIn. We also have a YouTube channel, so make sure that you'll be with us and stay closer to us. Once again, thank you and congratulations to all the people here. For those who didn't make it in top 3, you still made it a huge challenge. You overcame it. You did a presentation in 72 hours, which is impressive, amazing. And you did it in English, which is again, another thing that you should be proud of. I'm pretty sure that you had your lessons that you had learned during all this thing. And I would like to give a special thank you to Adrian Henny and to Răzvan Crăciunescu, who joined us for all this important event for all of us here, and that you gave your valuable time and feedback for the people that worked during all of this time. If anyone wants to share like the last words, you are welcome. If not, we can finish the event here. So Adrian, you're with the open mic. I assume you really want to say something.
Yes, thank you. Mulțumesc. Spasiba. First of all, many thanks to all for participating. It was very interesting to see all these projects. All of these projects have something interesting. Would have two remarks. One to probably all the projects, and another one to rate your toilets. When you present a project, this is the remark to everyone. I understand that it's a good thing to start with Moldova as an initial market, I would say a playing field or something like that. But you should, in my opinion, from an international point of view, or even from just a general startup point of view, you cannot forget to say that your ultimate goal is to go much further than Moldova, because Moldova is too small. You cannot do a startup in Moldova. It's just like if you are in Israel or in Luxembourg or in Lithuania, these startups will never say, my target is Lithuania or Israel or Liechtenstein. It's too small. So you definitely need to think global. But of course, sometimes it's very good to start with your own country. I'm not saying anything about that. So this is my first remark to some of the startups who were not very clear about that. Now a remark specifically about rate your toilets, rate the toilets. There were some other projects, some other startups that would have deserved this number 3. We preferred you, we gave the preference to you under one condition, that you really professionalize your approach. You have potentially good idea, but you're probably not among the strongest startups here in terms of maturity of the of the presentation of the way of designing the startup. So follow the accelerator that is offered to you. If you like, I'm happy to help you to spend 1 or 2 hours with you as an advisor informally. Your project, I liked it because it's the most original of them all. It doesn't exist probably. Of course, it should be extended not only to schools, because this technology, if it works, it can work as well in any other public toilets. And then at that stage, it could make some buzz, some noise, and make a hit. This is true. So this is why we are happy to have selected you as number 3, in spite of these reservations. Thank you very much. Mulțumesc.
Thank you very much for your input. So I think that we can finish it here. Razvan, if you don't have any feedback, we can finish it here and let the hard reactions begin from all of you. So yeah, make sure that you not stop your project here. It should be just the beginning. You just should know that. So never stop, just to go forward and test your idea and improve it until you make it perfect. So once again, thank you for your participation, and let's keep in touch for next opportunities that you'll have here with us from DreamUps. So good night, everyone. Good evening, and enjoy your time. Bye-bye.
Thanks, DreamUp teams.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.